You heard it? You seen the video?
I know what he said. He said when he finally faced me, I beat him.
Oh, dang. So that's gonna happen.
Wow. Wow.
Acknowledge reality that Mike Tyson was an old, broken man.
Floyd Mayweather mocks Mike Tyson's new training video, claiming Tyson looks exhausted and worn out after camp, questioning his stamina ahead of their fight.
What? Oh, that's good. That's good. We fight. I'm staying here. Build a wood box. I like that. I always want to try and catch you down here.
Mike Tyson is seen sparring intensely with his trainer, breathing heavily and visibly fatigued, yet continuing to push forward despite exhaustion.
Oh, yeah. Ah! That's the next one. Yeah, that's one. How we gonna do this?
Floyd confidently states he will make this fight exciting, promising action and entertainment that will keep fans engaged from start to finish.
Not we're gonna have fun, we're gonna throw a few punches, like I'm taking this seriously and I'm trying to fight Tyson.
I don't know. I just want to give the fans what they want to see, exciting.
Meanwhile, Joe Rogan points out that Mike Tyson remains significantly bigger than Floyd Mayweather, highlighting the clear size and strength difference.
Mike is so much bigger than him.
Yeah,
he's
but
so much bigger than him.
he's not gonna land a fist on Mayweather.
Right.
It's not after his last performance. You know, I think Tyson just needs
What do
to
you think
it.
was going on with that? The last one. It looked a little bit like sparring.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was scripted.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen Tyson biting his gloves and like you could just. It was taking all that he could not to like hit him. And it was just like it's heartbreaking to see a icon go out like that.
Yeah.
You know, and
But it's crazy also.
Mike performs heavy dumbbell exercises with controlled power and sharp focus, strengthening his arms, shoulders, and endurance through demanding gym sessions.
Mike, don't fight. I give you money. Are you crazy?
Only 12. That's all we want. To the middle. 1, 2, 3.
A little slow on the way down.
4. There we go. 9. One more.
And slow.
10. No problem. Ah, great set. Best set yet. Final round. Last one, Mike. Nice and strong. 30 times. Touch and go. 1, 2. Here we go. 3, 4. Nice. 5. Yes, sir.
6,
7.
7. Strong.
8. Strong. 9. Got this.
We go.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go. 8, 9. One more. Get up. Nice work, Mike. Yes, sir.
A major concern surrounding this bout is their age gap, with Tyson nearing 59 and Mayweather 48, raising doubts about competitiveness.
And if either guy gets paid. Again, we talk about Mike and his past financial issues. I hope that that's not the same thing going on with him now, even though who knows how this man spends his money. He made a ton of money to fight Jake Paul, and good for him. His name value carried that fight, and it did a crazy number. I'm sure he'll make a crazy number here, but Floyd Mayweather is the one that seems like he needs the money more right now. Our guy, Andreas Hale, wrote a story that is kind of went somewhat viral. That's crazy, the laugh faces. Although Floyd Mayweather Jr. made hundreds of millions of dollars from his professional boxing career and topped the Forbes list as the highest paid athlete from 2012 to 2014, the boxer is said to have been shortchanged and filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Showtime. The lawsuit filed Tuesday, and obtained by ESPN seeks to recover hundreds of millions of dollars, misappropriated funds, and damages resulting from a long-running and elaborate scheme of financial fraud, breaches in fiduciary duty, and conspiracy orchestrated by Floyd J. Mayweather's former manager and advisor.
Polly Mullen AG says Mike Tyson consistently earns huge money because his name alone draws attention, making any fight highly profitable worldwide.
The aspect of it with a new fan base is always curious about the old-time fighters, which is why Tyson always gets views even today, because people are always curious about the Mike Tyson mystique, the Mike Tyson effect. So people that weren't able to be alive and wake up the morning of a Mike Tyson fight to know what that feels like, want to feel that today. I promise you, it's nothing like it was in 1989 with Tyson, no matter what you guys want to feel. But regardless, I think people get curious about that. And I think this is going to be sort of the same thing. There's nothing that's going to match the Mayweather-Pacquiao era of that time where they were flying and people wanted to see that fight. This is not going to be that feeling on the morning of. But like the champ said, on the morning of, whether you like it or whether you don't like it, I think you're gonna end up, ordering that pay-per-view or watching on Netflix.
Wade Plemons offers a blunt assessment of the upcoming Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather exhibition, emphasizing how past performances highlight the limitations of Mike Tyson at this stage of his career. He notes that during the Jake Paul fight, Tyson's mobility and effectiveness were already compromised, visible in his limping to the ring and struggling with physical ailments like hip issues. While Tyson remains impressively strong, Wade argues that facing Floyd Mayweather presents an entirely different challenge. Mayweather's speed, precision, and tactical mastery will likely make Tyson appear sluggish and ineffective. Wade also references commentary from Terence Crawford, who observed unusual behavior from Tyson, such as biting his gloves to restrain his power during prior bouts. This peculiar habit underscores the measures Tyson takes to control himself even when competing against less formidable opponents.
The Floyd Mayweather fight exhibition is even more sad because you've already seen the illusion of what Mike has left is already gone. We saw it. Versus Jake Paul, he was limping on his way to the ring, probably got terrible hips, still strong as an ox, but how much can you really expect him to do anything versus Floyd? Couldn't really land on, he landed like 1 or 2 punches on Jake, but couldn't really do much with him. What's he going to try to do with Floyd Mayweather? Floyd's going to make him look silly in this exhibition, and it's going to look worse than what we saw with Jake because of, how small Floyd is. But Terence Crawford said something interesting there as well. He said, I've never seen Mike Tyson bite his gloves like that. And I think Terence Crawford is a pretty big historian of the sport. And I'm not saying he should know everything about it. I certainly don't. But Mike Tyson has indeed bit his gloves. And
Wade suggests that in an exhibition against Mayweather, these limitations will be magnified, and the fight will reveal more about Tyson's current physical state than any competitive edge. He also points out that social media and broadcast footage from past events illustrate these struggles, highlighting that even seasoned legends can face decline. Ultimately, Wade frames the upcoming bout as more of a spectacle than a legitimate contest, emphasizing Mayweather's likely dominance and the inevitable contrast between past glories and present capabilities.
The great Teddy Atlas has spoken about this with Tyson in his career.
Questions out there, my son told me, about the thumb biting, okay? Thumb biting, right? And we're not talking about the thumb biting with your nephews or with your children or, with that stuff. We're talking about Mike Tyson biting his thumb during the car. First of all, that's something that he did in his amateur day, he did in his pro days, and now, of course, he did it again. That's something that he has done. And he's, for people that follow Mike Tyson, his career, they've seen it before. People are saying, oh, and Tyson's smart, he's witty. He knows what to say. He knows the image. He knows the importance of having that image, how important. That's why he got all the money. It wasn't about what he had left at 58. It was what maybe he might have, and the image.
Mike Tyson is clearly past his prime, and age has started to show in both his body and stamina. Once a relentless force in the heavyweight division, he now carries the wear of decades of intense training in fights. His muscles are not as explosive. His reflexes are not as sharp, and his endurance fades more quickly than it used to. Every punch he throws requires more effort, and recovery between movements takes longer. Health concerns naturally arise when someone of his age steps into the ring again, especially against younger, quicker opponents or even in exhibitions that demand bursts of energy.
They have a history of bad blood between the two. Well, more so on the part of Mike Tyson. He just simply does not like Floyd Mayweather. They went through some things. They used to be cool. They used to be friends. And Floyd Mayweather even fought on Mike Tyson's cards. But now they have a strained relationship, and now they're going to fight an exhibition bout. This was I don't even know.
Joe Rogan discusses with Terrence the financial motivations behind Floyd Mayweather's return to boxing, emphasizing how wealth, lifestyle, and public image drive these decisions. He explains that while Floyd retired undefeated at 50, his penchant for a lavish lifestyle means he constantly showcases wealth through expensive watches, luxury cars, and extravagant purchases. Rogan notes that maintaining such a public display of affluence quickly depletes funds, with high-end cars costing millions and diamond-encrusted watches reaching staggering prices. This pressure to keep up with the Joneses is familiar among athletes. As Rogan recalls, former boxers like Iran Barkley struggled to save money while surrounded by peers flaunting wealth.